remember the lowest point during my stage 1 eczema, and it was when my eczema was just horrible. It was around December, and I remember the worst moment of my stage 1 eczema. A couple weeks previous, I was home and it was my dad's birthday, and for his birthday, my Nana, which is his mom, made a cheesecake. Well, I ate a piece because at that time I had no idea what I know now. And the very next day, my arm just, I was so red. My whole arm was just taken over by eczema. It was awful, but that wasn't my lowest point yet. My lowest point is when I went back to my apartment. I was living in a different state at that time, and I learned that there's a health shop that I didn't know about a couple miles north, and I really wanted to go, and I had the day off, so I was like, yeah, I have time, let's go do that and see what happens. And I drive there, I check out the grocery store. I was looking for gluten-free stuff because at the time I knew gluten was bad for eczema, but that's about it. And so I get to the grocery store, go inside, find all some cool things, and I look across the street and there's a cafe. And at the time I was really addicted to chai lattes. They were everything to me. And so I was like, I might as well go get a chai latte. So I go to the cafe, and as I'm ordering, on the counter there is a brownie and it's gluten-free. And I'm like, yeah, I'll eat it. It's fine. Everything's cool. Like, I can have that. So, buy the brownie, sit in my car, eat the brownie, go back in the health food store just for like 20 minutes. I finally bought something. Get back in the car, start driving home. It was at this time that I hit my breaking point. As I was driving, my arm started burning, and I pulled up my sleeve, took off my jacket, and I was like, oh no, what's happening? And it hurt. And it hurt really, really badly. And the pain got so bad that I had to pull over and start screaming. I was like pounding, because in my car I have like an armrest. I was like pounding on the armrest with my fist because I was in so much pain, and I call my mom and I'm sobbing and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I really wanted to heal this naturally. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Is there any way to heal this? I was more so asking myself because my parents had wanted me to go to the doctor. I was fighting, saying, no, like I can't go to the doctor, like I need to just heal this because the doctor's not gonna help me. And I was really thinking, I was like, I have to do something. Is this ever gonna be better? And so I start looking up immunologists because I'm like, no, a dermatologist can't help me. I have to go to an immunologist. And it was just such a low point, and I was in so much pain, and I finally made it home, ran upstairs, and I took 2 supplements. I took a milk thistle, and I took a yeast and fungal detox. And I think I took a glycine. And I was just so scared. I had to just lay down. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was really stressed out. I was in so much pain. A half hour goes by, and I feel okay. If it weren't for those supplements, I don't know if I would be sitting here today talking to you guys about this subject. That's why I'm making this video. That's why I'm teaching you guys my supplement routine, because it saved me. It let me heal my skin. It let me become a health coach. It let me sit right here and talk to you guys and tell my story and know that you're not alone. So, what is my supplement routine now? I am fully healed, but I still like to maintain my skin health. I have pretty bad autoimmune disorders. Like, I also have allergies, a little bit of asthma, and for me, I have to maintain all of that. So I'm still on supplements. I still take them. I'm actually battling a little bit of a sinus infection at the moment because in addition to an autoimmune disorder, I also have a low immune system, which is a little counterintuitive if you ask me, but I'm working on it. So some of the supplements you'll see me take is more so maintaining general health. So starting from the beginning, I wake up in the morning, I go straight to the kitchen, fill up my glass with water, open the fridge, and I grab a probiotic. Probiotics are so key. For me, I think growing up, I wasn't really exposed to a lot of germs. I was also a C-section baby. And why is that important? When your mother has you via C-section versus the other way, and if you're from another country, C-section just means that they have to, it's like they have to be cut out of the womb. You basically aren't getting all this bacteria that you normally get if you were birthed the other way. So because of that, I have this weird whammy of low immune system and autoimmune disorders. So probiotics, 70% of our immune system is located in our gut. When our gut is healthy, our immune system's happy. So I take probiotics once in the morning and once at night. So then I go about my day, and then it's lunchtime. And there'll be days where I don't eat until lunch. I like to intermittent fast sometimes. So you can take probiotics on an empty stomach, that's perfectly fine. But if you're not used to taking them every day, only take it once a day to start out with, and take it with food because you might feel a little weird at first. So now we're at lunch, and during lunch, right after I eat, I will take a vitamin D. I'll take a cod liver oil or an omega-3 oil. I also take my L-glutamine. And then I'll take maybe something herbal. At the moment, I like taking ashwagandha. And I'm also taking wellness formula. If you watched my how to cure a cold fast video, that is featured in there. It's just this giant multi-herbal vitamin mix. And so that's what I take during lunch. I'll take an herbal supplement, vitamin D, cod liver oil, and L-glutamine. So then I go about my day, and depending on how my body feels, I'll add or I won't take different supplements. So at the moment, my immune system's just killing me, and so during the day, I'll probably take a yeast and fungal detox. And if you're in stage 1 eczema, that is so critical for you to take. There's just a lot of yeast and fungus built up in your body. So sometimes I take that about midday. That's just me though. I recommend for you guys, if you're going to take those, take one with lunch and one with dinner because it has zinc in it, and zinc is really powerful at getting rid of yeast and fungus. So zinc sometimes makes you feel nauseous, so just take that with food. So then, I go about my day, get my work done, maybe go to the gym, and then when I finally am ready to do dinner, I will make my dinner up, and after I eat that, I will typically take another vitamin D, and then I take a glycine. Sometimes I wait a few hours, and because glycine actually helps you sleep a little bit better, once you get to sleep, you stay asleep. It has nothing to do with melatonin or anything. It's just really good for your body. So sometimes I'll take that maybe an hour before I go to sleep, or I'll take it after dinner. So why do I take all these vitamins? Every single supplement that I take does a different thing. So recently I've been trying to take more vitamin E because vitamin E balances out the immune system. I take vitamin D daily because it boosts the immune system and it helps with the absorption of calcium. As a woman, we have a lot of issues with making sure that we're getting enough calcium. So if you are, if you're just a person that doesn't have eczema and you want to start taking supplements, I highly recommend a calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D mix. that is going to be so good for you. So please go watch the best supplements for eczema and the worst supplements for eczema, because I go farther in depth into why I take what I take. Like I said, everything's kind of different. When I was in my stage 1 eczema, here's what I used to do. My routine when I was in stage 1 is that I would take my L-glutamine during lunch, I would take a milk thistle, and I would take a yeast and fungal detox. Wouldn't take anything till dinner, then I would take glycine, milk thistle, and the yeast and fungal detox. So if you're in stage 1, go with that. If you're in stage 2, try that too. I really want you guys to try to take vitamin D as much as possible. What I also should have been taking during my stage 1 is vitamin D twice a day. Now I have that totally into my routine. I take it once in the morning and once at night, and it does me so much good. When you're going through all of this, you can add or subtract supplements. It just depends on what your body's going through. As you start to heal your eczema and your leaky gut heals, you may not have to take glycine or L-glutamine, but if you start to see little patches pop back up or you start to develop allergies, that's a sure sign that you have leaky gut, and you need to be taking your L-glutamine and glycine because that helps heal leaky gut. I also have to point out that I'm not your doctor and I don't have your records. So please check with your dietitian or your doctor and see if you can implement these supplements, because sometimes they'll interact with medication, especially if you're looking to take zinc. That's it for my routine, and it changes all the time, so I might make an updated one of these in a couple months. I'm trying out a couple new herbs. I'm trying out ashwagandha, like I said. I'm also trying to implement ginseng. Both of those help level out Th2 dominance, which is eczema. Every day is kind of different for me, and that's only because I really understand what these herbs, minerals, and vitamins do. With that being said, you guys should look into trying to learn a little bit about these. I recently just got a new book that I'm very excited about. It's this massive book called Prescription for Nutritional Healing. It is such a huge book. It's like 1,000 pages thick, maybe 800 pages thick, but it goes through and it talks about what these herbs do, how to naturally deal with different issues from UTIs, sinus infections, all sorts of different things. So maybe look into start learning yourself. And if you want access to me pretty much for 4 weeks straight, sign up for my program and you can ask me pretty much anything. The program includes you messaging me for 4 weeks straight. You can ask me whatever you want. If you want to start healing other things that you're dealing with, I have the knowledge, I have the books, I have the resources, so work with me, and obviously while you're working with me, I'm going to help you heal your eczema. And I'm working on a 6-week program. It's almost done. I want to launch it at the start of 2019, so stay tuned for that. Love you guys, and I hope that this made sense. If not, message me. I'll talk to you. Bye!